once again joined by Sean Patrick Bowley from Game Time CT. We're breaking down the playoffs coming up on Monday night. Postponed today. They were supposed to be on Sunday. A little weather. Here we are. Okay, let's get right to it now. We're going to take a look now at Class M. Here's the bracket. Here's what it looks like. Top-seeded Rockville, undefeated. They'll host the 5th seed Weston. On the other half of that bracket, the 2nd seed Waterford gets 3rd-seeded Killingly. So
really fascinating. Rockville is the only team in Class M that is back to play for a Class M championship. Actually, I should say Killingly is also in there as well. Fascinating. Rockville, great job by Eric Knickerbocker to get him to this spot. He only took the job 2 years ago. They kind of got surprised. They got into the playoffs on a surprise last year. The experience paid off. They came in and they were the best team in the Pequot League, bar none. They've got so many great players. They had to make a change at quarterback because the early guy, he graduated. They put John O'Coin in there, and then he haven't missed a beat. They got one of the best receivers in the state in Jaquan Dufour, who just won the Pequot Offensive Player of the Year. It's a well-coached team, and he's part of Eric Knickerbocker is part of that triumvirate, that coaching tree they have up in the Ellington and Stafford with Mazzoni and Byrne, and he's done an amazing job. Now they got to go face a Weston team. First time they've been in this spot since 2012, and it's an SWC team. It beat up a team like Massac, which was in the state playoff running. They've got a lot of great players. They've got their quarterback missed half the season. James Getz, who could just throw the ball a ton, and they got twins there, the Sawyer brothers, who are just football players, and they just love to hit, they love to run, and they just mowed ATI over a bit. It's kind of an easier game with them because the tech schools kind of have a rough time, but this is a really, if you're looking for a game to go, this is a really intriguing matchup. But I feel like Weston's going to pull that one out.
On the other side, Waterford, a lot of athletes at the Waterford the last 2 years.
Amazing.
It's incredible. They keep turning them out.
It's incredible what they've done there. They're the baseball champion, basketball champion, back-to-back season, and it's become title town in Waterford. And John Strecker has got. I mean, 3 years ago they were 0-10. Or they hadn't been in the spot, and John Strecker has built this team. Their quarterback, Ryan Bacon, I have not been able to get out there to see him yet. Their quarterback is just an underrated player. He slings the ball well. They got Harshberger on the line. They got a Harshberger running the ball. It's just a team that seems to be on a mission right now. And they're playing kind of a de facto ECC championship team against a team that's been in there all the time, which would be Killingly. And talk about great coaching jobs. Chad Neal has done an amazing job there. It's a young team. It might be a little bit ahead of schedule, but I picked them to win the state championship before the season started, and I was kind of thinking, maybe I'm taking a stretch here, but again, it's a team that beat New Fairfield in the quarterfinals, shockingly, 28-0. I thought that New Fairfield could win the class, and they just completely buried them in that game. They got a sophomore running back who's been, he's like Jake. They had a running back 2 years ago who was on Gatorade State Player of the Year, which would be Spencer Lockwood. This kid is like the next generation. So it should be a tremendous game. That's another good game. Going to be down there at Waterford.